All right, let's jump right into this explainer and crack open the hidden blueprints of reality. Today we're diving deep into a truly profound mystical concept, how two completely different dimensions actually merge to literally rewrite the fabric of existence. Just picture this in your mind, two radiant worlds drawing together. One is this realm of concealed infinite light, and the other, it's our world of revealed physical presence. Now when they collide, they don't destroy each other, no way. Instead, they merge into a single luminous field. Faces glow, harsh shadows dissolve, and this massive wave of peace just spreads across heaven and earth. This right here is the ancient secret. When two worlds bind as one, all judgment is completely canceled.
We're kicking things off with this profound quote straight from the Zohar, specifically Folio 206b. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Now, on the surface, sure, this sounds like a historical peace treaty between two biblical tribes, but the ancient Kabbalists? They saw this as massive cosmic code. Judah represents the lower world of Malchut, the receiving kingdom, basically the front end of reality. And Ephraim, stemming from Joseph, represents Yesod and Sephirot, the channeling foundation and harmony. That's the back end of reality. When these two stop resisting each other, the universe hits ultimate balance.
Which naturally brings up a fascinating question. How on earth did 16th century Kabbalistic texts actually describe the mechanics of this divine code? I mean, we're talking about cosmic engineering here. They obviously didn't use telescopes, they used metaphysical mapping. They understood that every single physical event has a spiritual root, a literal line of code running in the background. So if the front end of our world is full of chaos, disease, or judgment, well, that means there's a massive synchronization error in the upper worlds.
Section 1. The blueprint of reality.
So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the Sephirot. Think of these 10 divine emanations as the core system interfaces connecting the divine backend directly to our physical front end. They are the actual functioning nodes in a cosmic network. Look, the infinite is completely unknowable, right? But it interacts with our finite world by pushing energy down through these 10 specific filters or dimensions. When energy flows smoothly through all 10 nodes without getting bottlenecked, the whole system runs perfectly.
Section 2. The colors of the divine. Now let's visualize this data flow. The mystics didn't just use words, they used a brilliant array of colors to actually help us track the energy. It's fascinating color theory. Hesed, or mercy, is coded white, pure, expanding, unconditional giving. Then, on the exact opposite side, we've got Gevurah, or judgment, coded red. This is restriction, discipline, absolute boundary setting. Now, you obviously can't build a world on just one of these. If you only have white, everything expands endlessly into infinity. If you only have red, everything gets crushed under strict judgment. So what happens? They absolutely must be harmonized by the green and sapphire light of Tiferet. Tiferet stabilizes the universe before finally pouring all that energy into Malchut, which is the ultimate receiving interface that absorbs all these colors to project our reality.
Section 3. Mercy versus judgment. So what actually happens when these forces are separated? Well, when the red of Gevurah is completely isolated from the white of Hesed, Din, or severe judgment, completely dominates the system. Think about it from a cosmic engineering perspective. When these Sephirotic nodes lose connection, it acts exactly like corrupted files, causing critical back-end errors. The system literally locks up. Decrees become incredibly harsh. Chaos ensues in the physical world, and the flow of abundance is entirely blocked by this massive firewall of restriction.
And this is exactly why these two opposing forces absolutely must merge into a single luminous field to resolve the tension. You know, you cannot defeat judgment by fighting it. No, you cancel judgment by absorbing it, by sweetening it with mercy. Two must become one.
Section 4. The mechanics of union. Okay, let's dive into the secret, the yesod, of how these systems actually synchronize to pull this off. The Kabbalists call this synchronization zivug, which translates to a spiritual coupling. Think of zivug like two operating systems syncing perfectly. When Yesod, that masculine channeling force, and Malchut, the feminine receiving force, finally align, man, it's magical. Errors and judgments are auto-resolved. Corrupted files, which the mystics actually call human sins, are fully repaired. Full system harmony is achieved as the back end of heaven and the front end of earth align flawlessly.
Here is the actual exhaustive Sephirotic algorithm. First, human action elevates the lower worlds. This intertwines the divine names, the name of mercy and the name of judgment. As this is happening, Yesod channels a massive flow of abundance, and Malchut receives it. In this blending process, the harsh red code of judgment is transformed. It gets sweetened into the peaceful white code of mercy, completely harmonized through the green node of Sephirot. All 10 Sephirot integrate, and the 6 directions of space harmonize perfectly.
The text described the end result of this as faces shining, and to give you a modern video game version of this, imagine 2 massive worlds merging to unlock a hidden peace state on the map. The exact moment the synchronization completes, all the enemies literally disappear from the radar, the toxic environment instantly heals, the background music changes, and a massive wave of peace expands across the entire server of heaven and earth. I mean, that is the literal power of canceling harsh decrees through Zavug.
Section 5. As below, so above.
The progression of the 4 worlds shows us exactly how we hack the cosmos, because this isn't just happening on its own. We live down at the very bottom in Asiyah, the world of action. But every positive action, every single moment of inner peace, every time you actively choose mercy over judgment in your personal life, it sends a data packet upward. It cascades up through the emotional realm of Yetzirah, into the intellectual realm of Beria, all the way to Atzilut, the realm of pure divinity. Your everyday actions serve as the ultimate trigger that initiates that entire cosmic union we just talked about.
To summarize this exhaustive mechanic, it essentially operates as a flawless binary. When we are divided, the state is separation. Judgment dominates, the system runs red, and errors persist. But when we trigger union, mercy flows, the system runs pure white. True harmony is achieved, faces shine, and judgment is entirely 100% canceled.
The core takeaway you absolutely need to grasp from this entire explainer is that ancient mysticism wasn't some kind of magic or superstition. Not at all. It was a highly responsive framework. It teaches that you are not just a passive observer in the universe. Your inner peace, your ability to harmonize your own strictness with your own mercy, literally stabilizes the back end of reality.
So we really have to ask ourselves, how are we engineering our own micro-universe right now? Every single day presents a brand new opportunity to balance the forces of mercy and judgment in our own immediate dimensions. We are constantly dictating whether we are feeding chaos or cultivating alignment.
Thank you for joining us for this complete journey through the Pardes. We hope these ancient truths help you and your family improve your own dimensions this week. Where in your life are you running too much of that red code of harsh judgment, and how will you introduce the white code of mercy to auto-resolve your own errors this week? If you enjoyed this full chapter deep dive, please like, subscribe, and share which part of the journey touched your soul in the comments. We'll see you in the next chapter.